Hello everybody, sorry for the delay, I just wasn't sure if it was recording. Today we're going to be talking about Maxon Cinema 4D R13. I'm going to be showing you how to create a basic studio floor with realistic reflections and whatnot. Alright, so some quick tips real quick. The way you scroll in and out, this will just help you. Use your mouse, like your scroll bar on your mouse. If you're working with the trackpad, it should be 2 fingers, I think. If you hold down 1, click, you'll pan around. If you hold down 2, you zoom in and out, just like this. And if you hold down 3, you will rotate around your current position. Alright, so, yeah, let me turn up my speed. Sorry. Here we go. So, go ahead and hold down this little button right here. Click floor. Zoom out a little bit, maybe move this camera. Alright, then we're going to go and create a new sphere. Raise that up just so I'm clicking. If you click down the mouse bar, you'll get top, right, front. So I'm just making sure that, and then click the mouse bar again to move it in. That I can see this. Let's see. Alright, that's just above the floor. So let's go back into here. Just create your sphere. Then we're going to go here, create a new plane. Then go to MoGraph, Cloner. I'll explain this to you in a second. Have your plane selected. Click and drag it on top of the cloner till the arrow points down. To make it a child of the cloner, or the cloner a parent of your plane. Click cloner. Go to mode. Change it to grid array. Change this middle value to 1. And then just like click up here so it selected that. So now we should have, yep, that worked. Raise this up. We're going to move this, scroll in, then pull these. There's these little, let's see, can you guys, these little dots, yellow dots. I'll try and zoom these things right here. So you're going to click those. Oh, there it goes, my screen. Drag them out so they're about that far away. Then click the other ones and drag them out. And we might want to scale this plane down a little bit, so make the width a little bit skinnier and the height a little bit smaller. Sorry. And then we can go ahead and pull these in a little bit closer. So basically what we're doing is making it like it's the ceiling, basically lights on a ceiling. So come back into this view. For those of you who don't know, I'm clicking the scroll bar if you still don't understand. And then it brings me into this view. So if I bring my mouse cursor over here and click the scroll bar, it brings me into this view. Vice versa. If I click it again, then click over here. And that's how I'm navigating through these windows very fast. So with that, let's select your sphere. And I believe duplicates control. No, my bad. You're just going to go ahead and click, have your sphere selected, hit Command C, then Command V, which is copy paste. I'm just moving the sphere. Go ahead and move it next to it. Yeah, we can make this, and then Command V again, which pastes a new one. So you can spread them out a little bit. What we're gonna do is now, once you have all these made, click one of them, scale it down a little bit. So change your radius, maybe bring that down to like 83, and then try and bring that down to the floor. Maybe scoot it in a little bit, and then select the other one, which should be this one right here. Maybe break down a little bit. This is just a quick tutorial. I'm not trying to explain anything. I was just shown, so I figured I'd show others. The segments basically show, if we come into here, the wireframe. That's called the wireframe when you can see the white lines. How do I turn this off? Forget. Whatever, I don't care. So if you move your segments up, you get more. Basically makes it more fine. So when we go to render it out, that's what that button does. It makes it more fine at the very end if you're working with a huge project. So for now, we'll just leave that where it was, which was 24. And move that in a little bit. Maybe we can move this in front of it, make it look so it's not so symmetrical. Then again, still has a good feeling of it's balanced out. Alright, so right now, as we just did, if we go ahead and render this, you can click render view, or click just this button right here. You'll get a rendered view. Before we do anything else, I want to create a background. So we're going to select right here, just click background, and then visible and render, default. So now we have a background, which should be up there, that light blue. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new material. So there's two ways you can do this. Double click right here, and then it'll create a new material. Or if I delete that, you can click create new material. I'm working with R13, as I said earlier. Yeah, R13. So double click the material to edit it. We're going to turn off specular, turn on reflection, drop it down to about 11%. Then go texture, Fresnel, and then drop that strength to about like 30. Go ahead, change the color of your object. I'm going to make mine a lightish blue, I guess you could say. Maybe just a sky blue. And then go ahead and drop this on one of those. Then there's two things we can do. We can either copy this one and then just change the color, which I think I'm going to go ahead and just do that. So Command C, Command V. Now we have our new material, which is going to be this one right here. So let's change this to maybe a green. It's going to look, I think, pretty ugly because there's such different colors. But let's make that one green. And then we'll go ahead and make this one red. See, that time I made a new material. So we're going to go back to, it doesn't matter which one you copy, paste. Then take your newly pasted material, change the color to, let's say, red. A lightish red, I guess. And drag that on. Now it should look good, right? Wrong. Now that you just have reflections of the balls themselves. And that's what you're looking at when you see, if I render it, oh, that's ugly, sorry. If you render it from here, you'll see the reflection, those small reflections. So the next thing I want you to do is click your render settings. The shortcut's Command B. But go up here, click Effect, turn on Ambient Occlusion, and then turn on Global Illumination. With them both selected, the presets are fine. You could always play around with them. I'm not going to do that in this tutorial. Create a new material. I already have one. And then turn off the specular, turn on luminance, my bad. Go to your color, go ahead and raise the brightness up to about 300. Drag that over to the grid array, the objects we made. And so now it's going to take a little bit longer to render. Actually, I want to raise this. You're going to want to raise this up a little bit because it's going to look really bright now. We're going to go ahead and render this out. And it's going to take a little bit longer because of the global illumination and the ambient occlusion. So I'm going to go ahead and look at who texted me. That's mean. I can't believe I say that. Oh, see, now it's coming back on. You could already get a sense. It creates a nice shadow for us on our floor, and the colors kind of look really ugly. And so it's a little bit pixely, like with these squares. But I think if we go ahead and change our segments, it might make it look nicer. It's going to take more time to render because you're making a more refined edge. So if we go ahead and render that now, you're going to get something that looks like the following. Like I said, it's going to take a lot longer with the global illumination on. So be patient. Yeah, so I guess it didn't do much. The biggest difference, I would say, is when you're working with huge, like large scale differences. What we can also do is go ahead to your render settings. Standard. Go to physical settings. And then with that selected, why can't I turn it? I think, let's see. No, that didn't do it. That did not help at all, did it? No, nothing happened. How awesome. My bad. We're just gonna screw the physical rendering. I swear I saw it. Whatever. So if you go ahead and render it, nothing should change. I'm just double checking. I'm already running pretty late on this tutorial. I don't want to go above like 10 minutes. Probably hitting that mark right about now. Let's see. It's still rendering, loading. This will give me time to advertise my new Toyota Teen Driver contest video. Check it out. It's called Distractions. It's the video right before this one. I'm in a contest to win 20 grand. So if you could just go over there, look at the video, maybe watch it, give it a like, comment, anything you want. This is still running. I think it could be because it's it's on past 6 to 8. I think it's because I turned on the physical settings. I'm not sure. We're about to find out, won't we? Ow, I just cracked my finger. Holy cow, this is taking forever. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab my charger. So, fast forward, because you probably won't even hear this. Okay, so I'm fast forwarded. I skipped the whole rendering process. Yeah, see, it looks a little bit more fine now. I think just because we played with a little bit of the physical settings. I'm not sure about them, all of them yet. But so that's your view right now. What we can do to further make this more. Actually, I'm gonna end it here. You know what? No, let's add in another plane. We're going to drag this maybe into the corner over here, make it a little bit smaller. These little boxes will scale it down. That's good. Okay, so we're going to drag that. Let's look around. I want to move it even more. Let's see, where is this? There we go. Where's my floor? Okay, so that goes out to about there. So let's move this over to here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and rotate it. So just click R, and you should bring up your rotation, this guy. If it didn't bring it up, just click here. Rotate it, hold down shift, 90 degrees upwards. And then 45. Oh, I'm free rotating it. Just 45 is good. That should make it, yeah, it's like right on there. Oh, that's ugly, sorry. And then rotate it another, I'd say 45. No, just like give it there, and then drag the same material that's on your other planes onto there. So now it's just going to give it, oh god, it's going to render forever. So it'll just give it more, more reflection. And what another thing we can do, actually we're going to end it here. So check out part 2 of this tutorial. We're going to talk about more stuff. And out.